Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's Bulldog TV broadcast. Tonight, the girls basketball team will take on the Sabres of St. Thomas More. Tonight, with the student section repping the 80s theme, an 80s dance will follow tonight's game, and you're going to see a big student section repping tonight, showing some school spirit for their girls. Bulldogs coming into this game after a little bit of a break, but coming into the game 7-11 on the season. Bit of a slow start, but we know these girls have the power to turn around just like that. Joined here up in the broadcast booth, we got a trio of seniors on the call tonight. Ben Greenberger joined by Noah Powell and Dawson Finch, bringing you the action all night long. So Noah, tonight we just saw the end of the JV game, and we've got a great game coming up. What can you tell us about what we've seen so far?
From the JV game or about the?
From the JV game, what we saw.
We saw the Mahomet girls have a really dominant game. They ended up winning 63-32. It looked like they were in the driver's seat the entire game. And it was just overall a really good showing.
Absolutely. JV girls came out to play tonight. Interesting note, St. Thomas More actually doesn't have a JV game. Doesn't have a JV team, I should say. They don't have enough girls to field one. So actually the Bulldogs had to go out and schedule a different team. That would be Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond, who was nice enough to make a nice little long drive, play us in a JV game. We're just a minute and a half away from starting lineups and national anthem. Right before that, real quick, Dawson, I'm going to ask you, what do you think, which players for the Bulldogs need to step up tonight if we're going to come out with a W?
Well, I think it starts with senior leadership, and people like Abby Kyle, Akita Nichols, and Kayla Northup are really going to have to show up for the Bulldogs tonight to pull out a victory tonight.
Absolutely, couldn't have said it better myself. Now, we are going to send it down to the floor as we have the starting lineups and the national anthem sung by the cutest person in the world.
Parents and fans from St. Thomas More who have traveled here for this evening's contest. Good luck to both teams this evening. It is our expectation that all fans will conduct themselves at all times with a level of sportsmanship and respect that expresses positive support for your team. Bullying, swearing, or negative comments directed to the opposing team or officials will result in an invitation to leave our facility for the evening. Adults, please remember that you are role models for our children and athletes. Again, we are here to cheer for our teams, not against anyone else. Thank you for your cooperation. If we have any questions or concerns during this evening's contest, please contact one of our administrators. Members of the high school and administrative staff will be wearing badges on neck lanyards at this evening's contest. For your information, the administrator at today's contest are Mr. Chad Benedict and Mr. Matt Henson. Now, gentlemen, ladies, please rise. Gentlemen, please leave caps off as we honor our flag with the singing of our national anthem by senior Charlotte Jordan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed of the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars were the perilous fight, o'er the
And now, let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, for St. Thomas-More-Sabres, and guard, sophomore number 3, Tatum DeVries. And guard, sophomore number 10, Bridget DiLorenzo. Also on the guard, senior number 4, Abby Layla. Out of forward, senior number 1, Dana Perkins. Out of forward, senior number 20, Micaiah Hughes. The Sabres are coached by head coach Ashley Van Etten and assisted by Ashley Kolakowski. The starting lineup for your Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs. Out of guard, 5'8" senior, number 2, Abby Kyle. Out of guard, 5'8" senior, number 12, Kay. Number 21, and a forward, 5'9" junior, number 15, and a forward, 5'8" senior, number 5, the Bulldogs are coached by head coach Nathan Seal and assisted by Cindy Essex and Brian Essex.
So those are the starters for your Bulldogs: Kyle, Northrup, Wade, Nichols, and Wheeler. Same starting lineup we've seen for much of the season thus far. Our crowd is hyped up and ready to go. Tip-off just moments away. Lady Bulldogs looking to pull out a win in front of the home crowd tonight. Student section pumped up, crowd pumped up. Bulldogs coming into this game 4-4 so far at home. So not bad by any means, but definitely would love to get over the 500 mark in front of such a big home crowd. Hughes will tip for the Sabres against Nichols for the Bulldogs. We have been told from our inside sources that Micaiah Hughes is looking to go to college to play basketball. Dawson, where was she looking to go?
Looked like we found out that she was going to the University of Illinois Springfield.
Wow, that's very impressive from the senior. The tip is won by St. Thomas More. And play commences. 8-minute quarters. Northrup with the on-ball defense for the Bulldogs. Sabres swinging around down low. Shot is missed by number 3, Tatum DeVries. Taken by the Bulldogs. Northrup in transition. To the corner to Nichols. Nichols up and good.
Great baseline drive by Lakita Nichols there.
Bulldogs with the full court pressure. St. Thomas More working it around the perimeter. Bulldogs coming in a 3-2 zone, it would appear. 2-3, actually. As Hughes, one dribble, lofts up and hits. Quick two from the college commit senior of the Sabres. St. Thomas More is going to be relying on her all night long. Bulldogs moving around the perimeter. Kyle, top of the key, shot, no good. Great hustle by Kyle following her shot, but Sabres come away with it. St. Thomas More's pass just a little long. First turnover of the evening, and the Bulldogs will regain possession. Noah, throughout this season, we've definitely seen Lakita Nichols be able to dictate play with her dribbling, her driving, but most importantly, her defense. What do you think she can do tonight to really disrupt St. Thomas More?
I think, like you said, defense is going to be a big thing.
Absolutely. We see her once again driving and scoring. Two defenders draped all over her, but 4 quick points for the senior. Bulldogs go up ahead by 2. And Kyle reads Hughes' eyes up and good for 2 more. St. Thomas More is going to call a timeout just 2 minutes into this game. Bulldogs up 6-2. That senior leadership Dawson was talking about in the open coming in quickly. Just a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. Dawson, Bulldogs off to a very quick start, and it's those seniors you highlighted. St. Thomas More just a little sloppy early on. Bulldogs going to look to keep that going.
Absolutely, and I think that zone's really helping out the Bulldogs right now.
So Hughes will inbound for the Sabres. Bulldogs in the 3-2 press. Same 5 on the court. No substitutions for either team. St. Thomas More advances. Down low to number 1, Dana Hergenrother. Hughes rises up again. This time no good. Rebound falls to Wade. Nichols up the court. Kicks to Wade. No good, but Nichols finds the board. Cannot bring it home. Ball goes out of bounds off of Hughes, stays with the Bulldogs. Wade looking to connect from deep this year. Bulldogs have definitely found success from behind the 3-point arc. Abby Kyle and Caleb Northrup, 2 in particular, have definitely been lighting it up from deep this season. Bulldogs working on our perimeter. A little miscommunication. Kyle finds Wade, who was in mid-cut. Ball goes out of bounds and will go to the Sabres. St. Thomas More shot by Abby Lieback.
Great board by Lakita Nichols there.
Northrup advances, and foul will be called on number 10, Bridget DiLorenzo, a sophomore in the starting lineup for St. Thomas More. One of the only underclassmen in the starting lineup, but several on the team. Substitution, DiLorenzo going to take a seat. Number 2, Elena Bowie into the game. She's a junior. Looks like a little Drew action on the out of bounds. Kyle screens for Northrup for 3. Just a little off the mark. Great play setup, though, by Coach Seal. Northrup got herself an open look. That's what the Bulldogs need to find success. As Bowie looks for defense, guarded by Kyle. I must say, that student section is filled to the top. Great showing by the Bulldog faithful this evening, coming out to support their Lady Bulldogs.
Absolutely, Ben. This 80s dance afterwards is going to be a huge hit for this school. And, once again we see it. Oh, they hold on to the ball.
Tip ball. Kyle just could not quite hold possession. As the inbound goes all the way into Hughes, and she scores. She's got quite the height advantage on everyone for the Bulldogs. The St. Thomas More program doesn't have heights listed, but I'd say she's a good 6'1", 6'2", tallest player for the Bulldog. Checks in at 5'11", so she's going to have a height advantage all night long. Bulldogs will have to work to mitigate that as Northrop just picks up her dribbles it one more time, double dribble. And with 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Bulldogs lead 6-4. Lots of great stuff coming to you here on Bulldog TV. Next week, we're going to have a boys basketball game on Tuesday as the boys play host to Centennial. As Northrop pulls from deep, and it is off the mark. But next week, we've got wrestling meets, we've got boys basketball games. These girls will be back in action before you know it. So lots of great things happening here on Bulldog TV you're not going to want to miss. Anyone watching in the central Illinois area, please, please, please be safe this weekend. Lots of snow storms coming in, lots of icy conditions. If you have to go anywhere at all, please make sure you do so safely. Probably staying in is the best bet as Hughes pulls from deep as it rims out. Nichols gets it out to Kyle.
Great pass up court there by Abby Kyle.
As Kyle drives baseline, kicks to Northrop. Bulldogs working with good ball movement. They've definitely showed good patience here in the early going. Just have to translate it into points. It's Wade driving down the lane, cannot hit, and Hughes towers over everyone for the rebound. That's a college commit for a reason. Hughes dictating the offense. Swings it to Hergenrother. DeVries thought about it. And the shot is by Lieback from deep, and it is no good. Rebounded by Northrop, quickly double-teamed, but she is able to escape. Goes end-to-end, finds her partner, Wade, whose shot is no good. Influenced there by Hughes, who now is leading the break. Spin to the hoop, and she is fouled. 2 shots upcoming. Looked like Northrop there who committed the violation. Yep, that'll be the first foul on Northrop. And the first foul on the Bulldogs. Hughes to the line, shooting 2. Her first is no good. Long and right substitutions for the Bulldogs. Number 44. Nicole Taylor into the game, as well as number 3, Ainsley Jessup. Hughes is second. No good. 0 of 2 from the line for the senior. Great rebound there by Taylor. Gets it out to Nichols. Bulldogs definitely looking to speed up the tempo of this game. They're getting out in transition quickly. Screen set by Taylor as Northrop picks up the pivot foot, and a travel is called. Low-scoring affair here in the early going. Throughout the season, the Sabres have averaged 8.4 points in the first quarter, while the Bulldogs averaged 10.1. Here with 2 minutes to go, 6-4 is your score. Bulldogs lead. All 4 points for the Sabres coming via Nakia Hughes, while the Bulldogs have a little bit more even scoring attack. 4 from Lakita Nichols and 2 from Abby Kyle. Three seconds in the lane is the call. Turnover on the Sabres. It's a darn good thing we're not in the NBA, Dawson, because that would be a technical foul.
Oh, boy, yes it would be. Ben Greenberger.
Wade dribbles up the court.
A player to look for here is Nicole Taylor, only freshman, I believe, is on the varsity. Has been having some huge minutes for them this season, being called up a little over midway through the year.
Jessup forces the tie-up, and that will be Bulldog basketball. Great job there by the senior. So, as Dawson alluded to, contributions being made, freshman all the way up to senior for the Bulldogs this year. Great to see, and as we saw pregame, our 7th and 8th grade girls basketball teams had great seasons as Northrop. Wild finish doesn't go. Both had great seasons. The future is looking bright for the Bulldogs basketball organization. They both competed at the state level this season. Great job by both our junior high teams. Coach Seal is going to have a lot of talent to work with here in years upcoming. As Hughes is turned back by Nichols. Hughes able to get it back, though, but Nichols falls on it.
Great
Bulldogs ball. Wade up the court. Wade finds Northrop. Northrop for three. Bang, bang, bang. 3-ball fall for the Bulldogs. And they take a 9-4 lead. Incredible defensive play there by Lakita Nichols. Leads the points on the other end. And the Sabres then throw it out of bounds with 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs will get it back.
And that's the first three of the game, right?
I believe it is.
Absolutely. And the student section is definitely getting into it right now.
They love it. First three for either side. Bulldogs have been pulling from deep. Northrop finds it. Nichols with the step back. Just off the back iron. Incredible move there by the senior. Would have been a highlight reel play had it had fallen. Gives St. Thomas More about 13 seconds to go. Lieback drives and kicks. St. Thomas More hits a three. Pulls it within two. Nichols with 5. Nichols with 4. Driving all the way to the hoop. Lots of contact, no call. And at the end of the first quarter, your score, Bulldogs 9. St. Thomas More 7. We're going to kick it to a quick commercial break, get a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back for the second quarter. Thank you. Don't go anywhere.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
Back here for quarter number 2 of play. St. Thomas More going to start out with the ball, trailing by 2. Bulldogs 9, Sabres 7. Bulldogs coming out in that zone as they get it inside to Hughes. Work it back around. Shot from deep by number 5, Hannah Shields, is no good. Bulldogs again out in transition. Northrop gets it to go, and definitely, Dawson, one thing the Bulldogs have clearly made it a staple is to get out and go in transition. They're going fast.
Absolutely. That is a very good point. And it looks like the seniors leaders like Abby Kyle and Keita Nichols are the people that are doing that.
Absolutely. Maddie Wade, wild finish, just doesn't go. St. Thomas More this time out in transition. Bulldogs 11, Sabres 7. Great feed there from Elena Bowie to Abby Lieback. She is fouled, and that's going to be 2 shots. Foul on the play by number 15, Ashley Wheeler. That's her first, Bulldogs' third. St. Thomas More only with 1 foul so far in the half, so they got lots to give. Lieback at the line shooting 2. Her first off the back iron, no good. Substitution for St. Thomas More. Tatum DeVries back into the game. Dana Hergenrother going to take a seat. Not going to lie, Dawson, I was kind of getting tired of saying Hergenrother, so this is just working out perfectly.
That's a good one, Ben.
Abby Lieback's second is no good. St. Thomas More starting off 0 for 4 from the line, but Hughes able to corral the loose ball. Her size definitely coming into play here. She doesn't just have size. She couples that with athletic ability and a decent jump shot, making her a player the Bulldogs certainly need to watch out for. As Lieback takes it to the hoop again, no good, and Kyle this time comes up with a loose ball. Ahead to Northrop, who is fouled by Bowie. Bulldogs will take it out of bounds. 4 seniors and a junior on the court for the Bulldogs right now, so definitely tending to go with a little more experience. Nichols finds the wide open Abby Kyle, who converts for an easy deuce. Great patience shown there by Lakita Nichols.
Immediately getting back into that zone. They're going to stick with that for most of the game, it looks like.
St. Thomas More hasn't had the answer just yet, so Bulldogs not in any hurry to change as Hughes draws a whole crowd of Bulldogs, kicks it out.
Great rebound like Lakita Nichols there. She's going to bring up the ball.
Nichols finds Northrop. Northrop from deep.
Bang!
Oh, bang, bang, bang!
That's the second one for Kaylin Northrop tonight. She is looking to get hot.
3-ball comes calling. Kaylin Northrop now with 8 points in tonight's contest. Bulldogs lead 16-7. St. Thomas More now from 3, and they respond once again. That's twice in a row. Kaylin Northrop has hit a 3, and St. Thomas More has come right back and hit one of their own. This time it was number 5, Hannah Shields.
That is the second three-pointer by number 5, Hannah Shields, tonight. She looks to be playing pretty well, answering both times to Kaylin Northrop's three-pointers.
Kyle at the line shooting 2. First up and good. Substitution for the Bulldogs. Number 14, Sammy Byer into the game, while number 15, Ashley Wheeler, will take a seat.
Sammy Byer, another young one for the Bulldogs. Only a sophomore for this varsity crew.
Kyle, 2 of 2 from the line. She's up to 6 points for the evening. Hughes taking a seat for St. Thomas More. Bulldogs have to try and take advantage as they now have even size on the court as St. Thomas More travels. Ball will come back to the Bulldogs, leading by 8, 5.5 to go here at the half.
So, Ben, earlier you talked about the size of the student section. How much of a factor do you think that will be in going into this game?
Well, it really depends how rowdy they feel like being. If they feel like getting into St. Thomas More's head and really impacting this game, they could. Great dish from Nichols, from Northrop to Nichols, I should say. Great job there by the Bulldogs. As I was saying, this student section has the ability to alter a game when they feel like it, getting in the individual players' heads and teams as a whole, making it difficult to communicate on the outside, making it difficult for coaches to call plays. They really affect every aspect of this game. But if the Bulldogs open up a sizable lead, they might check out just a little bit, hopefully, and they'll just coast this one into a victory. But they're definitely out tonight to show their support for their Lady Bulldogs, and they really appreciate it. Nichols with the pump fake and the score. Great move from the senior. She's got 8 points for the evening. Bulldogs lead 22-10. Of the Bulldogs' 22 points, every single one of them has come from their 3 seniors that Dawson talked about in the open. Abby Kyle with 6, Kaylin Northrop with 8, and Lakita Nichols with 8. Surmises all 22 of the Bulldogs' points here. Absolutely incredible job by these seniors as Northrop feeling it from deep. This one is off the mark long.
Maybe a little bit of a heat check there for Kaylin Northrop, settling her down a little bit. Looks like they're going into a man-to-man here.
Northrop guarding number 10, Bridget De Lorenzo. As this time, Abby Lieback pulls from deep, and she is pure. Another tray ball from the Sabres brings this to a 9-point ball game. Bulldogs head stretched into double digits there. As the Wade's shot, no good. Rebounding by Hergenrother and brought up by St. Thomas More. Bulldogs need to find a little bit of stability here on the offensive end. Can't rely on just 3 players all night long. Got to work the ball around. Got to find open looks. As good offense always starts with good defense. Northrop with the steal. Up ahead to Kyle. Kyle just cannot get it to go, but she is fouled. 2 shots upcoming for the senior.
Looks like to be the second foul for Bridget De Lorenzo.
Abby Kyle's first up and good. Substitutions for the Bulldogs. Wheeler will come back into the game. Nichols will take a seat.
Extremely good free throw shooter Abby Kyle is. Has not missed one tonight.
Absolutely. And Kaylin Northrop will also take a seat. Substitutions. As Kyle's second falls no good, just as Dawson says she's a great free throw shooter, she promptly misses. And with 3.5 minutes to play here in the first half, Coach Steele's going to use his first timeout. Bulldogs lead by 10. Here's a quick word from our sponsors.
One company is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year. Sounds like a big number, doesn't it? Not to express employment professionals. Maybe you're looking for administrative work, perhaps an executive assistant. Or maybe you'd like crunching numbers in accounting.
Or the greater your investment.
Or a new role in customer service. Let us help. We'll open doors for you. Express is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
Hi, come see me, State Farm Agent Darwin Boston, and my team in downtown Mahomet.
Back here, Coach Steele used his first timeout of the game, each team with 4 remaining. Bulldogs lead 23-13, 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Hughes back on the floor for the Sabres. Bulldogs going back to that 2-3 zone as Wade guards number 5, Hannah Shields, very closely.
Nikkei back on the court for St. Thomas More.
As DeVries pulls from deep, no good, but Hughes gets the rebound, goes up, and is fouled. That was Abby Kyle on the foul. That's her second of the half. Coach Steele definitely has to worry about her now. Might consider giving her a seat. Definitely don't want her to pick up a third before halftime. Hughes will go to the line shooting 2. She was 0 for 2 earlier. Here on the first one, as Northrop will check back into the game, as alluded to. Abby Kyle going to take a seat probably for the rest of the half. Only 3 more minutes, but definitely don't want to risk her getting foul trouble. Get her legs ready and refreshed for the second half. Hughes is second, up and good. So she makes up for her 0 of 2 for a 2 for 2. Nichols checking back into the game. Byer going to take a seat. Bulldogs leading by 8. One last push towards halftime.
Maddie Wade taking it up the court. Pass to Northrop. The drive.
Good move.
Northrop finds the hole and finishes. All 4 years, she has definitely been very great about finding that seam in the defense. She can get to the rim with ease, as alluded to there. Hannah Shields from 3, no good. Great box out on the play by the Bulldogs. Eludes a trap, gets it to Northrop. Bulldogs have numbers coming up the court, but they'll pull it back. Great job to avoid a travel there by Northrop. Almost moved her pivot foot.
Good cut by Lakita there.
Wheeler misses almost everything on the jumper. Coach Steele not too thrilled with that one as we approach 2 minutes now to go in the half. St. Thomas More looking for Hughes for good reason. Hughes kicks it back out. But number 2, Elena Bowie's shot is going to miss everything. One thing about Hughes, though, Bulldogs definitely have to worry about how to guard her, but she creates such a good presence there in the offense. Even passing the ball, she's fantastic because when she catches it, 2 or 3 Bulldogs usually swarm towards her, worried about what she can do. That makes her really good about finding her open teammates. Great job there by Hughes, just couldn't convert that one, but Keena Nichols to the hoop. Cannot convert the first try, gets her offensive rebound, lots of contact, no call. That one will be a turnover out of bounds to the Sabres. But 1-2-2 press, sticking strong for the Bulldogs, going to drop back into a 2-3 zone. 1 minute, 45 seconds to go, 10-point lead. Lofty pass gives the Bulldogs time to get in position, but a great find there as Tatum DeVries sneaks in behind the defense and converts for 2. As then the Bulldogs immediately turn around and turn it over. And just like that, St. Thomas More gets a quick bucket, and they will get the ball back. Not what the Bulldogs want to do headed into halftime. Coach Steele going to have his girls hearing about this. Brought up by Bowie. As Hughes stays in the middle of that offense. Everything revolves around her. And I think from what we've seen early on, that's for good reason. as right on cue, she scores and the foul. Just a couple seconds ago, Bulldogs found themselves up by 10. A main free throw here, and it could be down to 5 immediately as Jessup substitutes into the game.
Extremely good move by the Nikea, the senior.
Absolutely. So Bulldogs ending the half, it would appear, with 4 seniors and a junior once again. Maybe some experience will right the ship as Hughes makes her 3rd free throw in a row. And St. Thomas More cuts this lead to 5. As Northrop gives to Jessup, back to Northrop. As Nichols' pass falls on the ground, but the Bulldogs are able to come up with it as we are now under a minute to play. Bulldogs setting up the offense. Ainsley Jessup, though, moving on the screen, and that will be another Bulldog turnover. Getting sloppy here towards the end of the first half. Coach Steele not going to like this at all, and St. Thomas More has a chance to cut it to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, once again, you can see Coach Steele definitely getting a little frustrated with the girls. Nothing you can't change, though, by the Bulldogs. These are just some sloppy errors, nothing too bad, nothing that can't be permanently fixed.
As Hughes steps out to catch it. Big defensive possession here for the Bulldogs. Momentum going into halftime. 30 seconds to play now. As the pass is tipped and out of bounds. Referees ruled it hit off of Lieback last, and that will be Bulldog basketball. 26.3 seconds to go. We'll see Coach Steele putting up the one finger. That signifies Bulldogs will hold it for the last shot of the half, and to be honest, with all the turnovers, I think that's a good idea. Wade's going to dribble it up. Nichols cuts to the basket. Wade brings it back out to Northrop. Down to 10 seconds. Nichols back out to Northrop. Got to do something. Down to 7. Goes baseline. Finds Nichols. Out to Jessup. Jessup from deep. No good as the half. Right before the buzzer, there was a foul called on the Bulldogs.
Looks like she may get free throws for that. That'll be a bonus situation.
Bulldogs were at 6 fouls. And just like that, the last person they want at the line, Nikea Hughes, will be going to the line. Bulldogs currently lead 25-22. This is a 1-and-1 situation. If she makes the first, she gets a second. If she misses, that's it. But Bulldogs committing a costly error there as the time was winding down. Almost no time left on the clock. Committed an over-the-back foul, trying to get the rebound. And Hughes' first free throw is no good, so it does not come back to bite the Bulldogs. But definitely some sloppy play to end the half. Just like that, Bulldogs enter halftime 25, Sabres 20. 5-point lead for Coach Steele and his squad. Right now, you're not going to want to go anywhere because this Mahomet-Seymour dance team is about ready to take the court. We're going to send it down to the floor for this award-winning dance program.
Professionals, Jackson Quality Construction, Classic Building, First City Medical Forest, Bill Smith Auto Parts, McDonald's of Mahomet, and the Mahomet-Seymour Athletic Boosters. The continued support of these partners is sincerely appreciated. Enjoy the halftime, and we'll get some concessions. Please welcome to the floor the Mahomet-Seymour dance team. The dance team is coached by Jackie Svedich and is led by senior captains Claire Goings, Lauren Penny, Carter Gilby, and Rachel Silver. The dancers are excited to perform a competitive routine titled Survivor, choreographed by Brandy Temple. We would like to ask that all the fans in the stand take out their cell phones, turn on their flashlights, and light up the floor for our dancers. We would like to ask that all fans in the stands do this throughout the dance routine. Ladies, the floor is now yours. Thank you for the dance team. Fantastic job. Now concessions.
And that was the dance team.
Great performance by the dance team. Definitely an emotional routine after they found out today that they will not be able to go to sectionals tomorrow due to the weather.
So is that just going to get rescheduled? Or?
No, they're going to continue with sectionals, and Mahomet's going to have to forfeit their opportunity to qualify. Definitely disappointing. I can only assume that the dance team is definitely a little disappointed about that.
I mean, they're such a talented group. They have been over the last couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. Award-winning.
So, Dawson, what do you think are the biggest things Coach Shields is going to talk about this halftime?
Well, I think it starts with the zone defense by the St. Thomas More Sabres. Once they switched to that, they definitely started to disrupt the Mahomet's offense.
So, looking at Mahomet's defense, are you pleased with it, or were you a little disappointed at parts?
Definitely pleased. I enjoyed the zone defense, and they switched a man here and there. But definitely going to have to show up in this second half to guard Nakia Hughes. Listed as a forward, but as you can see, she's a vital part to this team. Almost plays point guard for them if you really look at their offense.
So do you think Mahomet's going to have one of the usual big third quarters, averaging almost 14 points in third quarters?
Yeah, I think all the coaches in the Bulldog program really speak of the third quarter being our quarter. You can see from the statistics, Bulldogs averaged 13.7 in quarter three, whereas they only average about 10 points in the first half between quarter one and quarter two, and 6 points in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. I think the Bulldogs speak to that a lot because those coaches, when they get in, are able to go into halftime, make those adjustments, and their teams come out ready to go in the third quarter, ready after all those discussions, ready after all those defensive matchups have been switched up. And definitely for the Bulldogs, as Dawson alluded to, definitely got to work on guarding Nakia Hughes. Everything in that St. Thomas More offense revolves around her. Even when she's not scoring, she's facilitating the offense. She is what makes St. Thomas More click. And she is a huge reason that it's a 5-point game right now. She's only got 9 points, but she's also racking up the assists. She's impacting the game on the defensive end. Bulldogs definitely need to find a way to find an answer for her. And going in the half, she has no fouls, so we can definitely expect to see a lot of her here in the second half. Just under 3 minutes to go now until halftime. I'm sure the guys already said it, but what an incredible job by that Mahomet-Seymour dance team. The effect made by the student section and the atmosphere in here, just an incredible job. No one can say that Mahomet doesn't know how to do it, because certainly they make such an effort. All of these high school student athletes, dancers, coaches, officials, everything, they love to come to Mahomet. So incredible job here, and this program is just one of the many that we would love to highlight. Bulldog TV, such an incredible opportunity that we all get. We're all seniors, but there's so many underclassmen getting to do these new kinds of opportunities every day that you don't see at other high schools, and we are just so grateful being able to come to a great school like Mahomet.
All right, so we're going to cut to a little bit of a commercial break and then come back for the second half.
Jackson Quality Construction is a full-service construction company specializing in residential and commercial services. Serving Central Illinois for over 20 years, we have a proven passion for quality and take pride in our work. See for yourself at jacksonqualityconstruction.com.
Mahomet-Seymour alumni Jordan Rock on how high school students are important to Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
I think some important considerations in high school banking are how much money you're going to set aside for the future, because I remember getting my first paychecks, I just wanted to spend it all at once, and that's really not a good idea. So I think one of the important things is to figure out how you're going to save the money, and also setting some money aside to spend and have some fun with.
I'm Ryan Heiser. I work at Fisher National Bank of Mahomet. Please stop by and see us soon.
Stop by and meet Ryan and Jordan and the team of Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.
Timing is everything, especially when it comes to your business. Whether you're ready to start up or expand out, running a business is challenging. You deserve a trusted partner. At Busey, we tailor our approach to your unique needs and help you navigate financial decisions, achieve your goals, and realize your dreams of success. Your dreams shouldn't wait. Busey, your dream, our promise.
Bulldog student section getting into the act. They're up, they're standing, they're pumped and ready to go for the start of our second half action as the Bulldogs will get the ball. St. Thomas More coming out with Bowie, Hughes, DeVries, Lieback, and Hergenbrother. Bulldogs coming out with the starters, and very quickly Matty Wade penetrates through the D and is fouled. 2 shots upcoming.
Yeah, it looks like De Lorenzo was sat down, probably due to fouls if I would have a guess.
Only a sophomore, definitely trying to get her worked into this game slowly. Matty Wade to the line, shooting 2.
We'd like to thank or give a quick shout out to the Jazz Band for coming here and playing tonight.
Yeah, definitely keeps the student section in tune and really hypes up this crowd.
Wade 0 for 2 from the line.
Like
Nichols fights for the rebound, and it eventually comes back to Wade. Bulldogs doing a great job applying the pressure there and get themselves an extra offensive possession.
Great ball movement by these seniors. Good step back by Lakita and the pass to Abby Kyle, and it's good for Abby Kyle.
Lakita Nichols has Hughes on skates over there. If she can convert one of those step-back jumpers, you know this crowd's going to lose their minds. As once again, St. Thomas More responds quickly. This time DeVries for 2. Seems like every time the Bulldogs have a great play, St. Thomas More responds quickly. Northrop might have gotten away with a turnover there. But nonetheless, Bulldogs maintain possession. Ball bounces around. Northrop comes up with it. Kicks it out to Kyle. Kyle goes baseline, and she is blocked, but contact on the play. Foul. Kyle to the line, shooting 2. The senior looking to stretch her point total to double digits this evening. And she fails to do so on the first. But her second free throw, it was good, but Lakita Nichols called for a lane violation. It will not count. Bulldogs with 4 free throws here to start the second half. None of them converted. Definitely got to clean that up on you're the Bulldogs. Risky pass there, but brought down by Hughes. Skipped, cross court to Lieback. St. Thomas More working the ball around well. Bulldogs coming out once again in that 2-3 zone. Northrop with the good pressure on the perimeter.
Nakia attempting to be a force in the post. Good back down, kick out. And the 3 by number 4, Abby Lieback. That looks like to be her second, I believe.
And once again, the assist from Hughes. She's impacting everything, but Northrop this time with the response.
Oh, boy, the answer by Kaylin Northrop.
Bang, bang, bang. This time it's the Bulldogs with the quick response. Great job there by the senior.
Long pass by number 2, Elena Bowie.
And this time, Lieback shot, no good. Ball kicked around. Hughes and Nichols fight for it, but it bounces to DeVries before it is taken by Kyle, before it is taken by Lieback. Try keeping up with this, folks. It's not as easy as it looks. Kick to the corner to Hughes. As she'll settle down the offense, guarded by Nichols. That's a matchup to watch. But in the zone, she's passed off to a new defender. Fans still trickling in here for the start of the second half. And they're watching a show put on here by these two teams as the foul committed by Hergenrother on Nichols. St. Thomas More's third foul already of the half. Bulldogs going to look to get into the bonus and maybe convert on some of these free throws to stretch this lead. Substitution, De Lorenzo back into the game. Hergenrother going to take a seat.
Yeah, that's going to be her second foul of the night, hopefully to stay out of foul trouble.
Wade brings it up the court quickly. Kicks to Nichols. Nichols just lets that dribble get away from her just a little bit, gets her hand under the ball. That's going to be a carry. Sloppy play early on from both teams. Turnovers aplenty. And this student section hasn't had much to cheer about here in the early going, but to be fair, neither has the St. Thomas More faithful. As Hughes and Bowie back and forth bring it up the court. Trapped by the Bulldogs. Bowie's pass to nobody in particular. Turnover. Bulldogs take over.
Yeah, I really feel like that zone's definitely affecting the Sabres this half and last half. Look to see Bulldogs continue that.
Wade dribbles around left end. Goes baseline, but cannot finish. Ball out of bounds to the Sabres. Another empty possession for the Bulldogs.
About 5 minutes left in this third quarter. The score is 30-25. Bulldogs lead.
Lieback definitely thought about pulling that one. Thought better of it, though. This one she'll pull, though, way long. Ball bounces all the way back past half court. Two Sabres crash into each other.
Hughes with the rebound, taking up the floor, the forward, and she misses on the mid-range.
The Bulldogs want to keep her off the scoreboard. They're definitely going to want to pick her up earlier. They cannot let her get so deep before a defender comes her way. She is way too good. She will make them pay every time. Northrop thought about the three. Instead, has the ball taken by Lieback, who brings it up to Hughes. St. Thomas More in transition. Great defense by Wheeler. Stands up, but Lieback pulls the three and hits. We're down to a 2-point game halfway through this third quarter. Bulldogs 30, Sabres 28. We talked about it. This third quarter was supposed to be the one the Bulldogs were thriving in. Not the case so far.
And Lieback definitely showing that this is not just Hughes' team. She has definitely put on a show behind the arc.
Northrop, great feed to Kyle. Great two-man game, two-woman game from the Lady Bulldogs. Stretches the lead to 4 points.
Really good answer by the Bulldogs there.
As Wheeler does a great job getting her hand in the passing lane. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll stay with St. Thomas More, but everyone must reset. For any of you planning to come out or tune into the Mahomet-Seymour boys basketball game tomorrow, we regret to inform you it has been canceled, or it has been postponed. Makeup date pending, but the weather's just not looking too good. So all events for this weekend have been canceled. Coach Steele is going to call a timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, which is going to give us time to send. No, players are standing up. Actually, looks like a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here, but we'd like to highlight some of our great sponsors here at Bulldog TV. Without these sponsors, none of this would be possible. We appreciate them each and every day. Some sponsors like D1 Networks, Jackson Quality Construction, Express Professionals, all of them here in Mahomet, all of them doing great things for the community, and we could not thank them enough. There are many more, but those are just a couple, and you see all kinds of commercials throughout the broadcast. Those commercials, we could not thank each and every one of those people enough for everything they do here for Bulldog TV. As St. Thomas More coming out of the timeout.
Hannah Shields sub for Tatum.
Lieback pulls from three. We know she's capable. That one just no good. Falls into the hands of Kyle, who brings it up the court. Bulldogs with numbers.
Good tip by DiLorenzo.
And now St. Thomas More coming the other way. St. Thomas More definitely hanging in there tonight as the three no good by Bowie.
Rebound by Wheeler, taking it up the floor by Kaylin Northrop.
There's a lot of teams, if they come into a game 4-14, you're not going to see a lot of fight. That is not the case here tonight. Those Sabres putting up everything they can, doing a great job competing here this evening. Bulldogs having everything they can handle. Foul on the play called on number 2, Bowie.
Lakeia Nichols taking out the ball for the Bulldogs.
That's Bowie's second here of the evening. Bulldogs run out of bounds. St. Thomas More coach in need of an explanation. She doesn't seem thrilled, but that's all right. As the out-of-bounds plays goes to Northrop, she dribbles to the middle and hits. 13 points. Make that 15 points now for the senior. Tonight's leading scorer through both teams here early in the second half. St. Thomas More so far this half with 4 fouls. Bulldogs yet to commit a foul. I believe according to announcers Jinx, though, that means they will commit a foul here on this possession. I could not have even gotten the words out of my mouth. It just happened. Bulldogs pick up their first foul of the half. I really, guys, I really almost didn't say anything. I knew it was going to happen right away.
It could be worse. 2 straight games, Peter jinxed overtime.
Oh, Peter.
Oh, boy.
Peter, you know better than that, but either way, that's on me, Bulldog fans. Abby Kyle goes to the bench with her 3rd foul. Jessup checking back in for the Bulldogs. As De Lorenzo from deep, no good. Hughes cannot get the rebound over Nichols, and Nichols is going to take it and go. She goes past Bowie, kicks it out. Jessup just cannot quite handle it. Turnover for the Bulldogs as they maintain a 6-point game. Boys, is there any doubt that this is the largest student section we've seen in a long time?
Absolutely. This is definitely incredible, I would say.
I think that's more than every other game I've casted combined.
I would not be surprised if that was true. There's no way to really estimate the total number, but if when the camera shifts, just look at how many supporters are there for St. Thomas More on the side, and then when it pans back, look at how many Bulldog students are in the stands. It is incredible. To the roof, they are packed in here. As the loose ball finally corralled by Nichols, Byer into the game, swings it into Wade. Bulldogs setting up the offense. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter now.
Good ball movement by the Bulldogs.
Northrop thought about it. Got past the defender.
Good
Wade
pass.
on the baseline. No good. Way short. But she gets her own miss. And Hughes disrespects her entire family on that one.
Oh, boy.
Sends it back. I would not want to play against her at U of I Springfield. And just like that.
You felt that one, Dawson.
Hannah Shields misses a 3.
And I believe that is why she is a college recruit, Ben. That is very dirty.
Hughes with the massive block. We felt that tremor all the way up here, and she will respond with an and one.
Absolutely incredible play by Hughes, going on the defensive side, getting the block, and then returning the favor on the offensive board with a foul.
And that is definitely what they call getting it done at both ends.
Yeah, Ben, I mean, you really highlighted her earlier and how she'd be an offensive and defensive threat. And see why we talked about her.
Couldn't be highlighted any better than right there. Hughes looking to convert the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Students actually getting in it a little here.
And it works.
As her shot is short, but she is able to corral her own rebound. Making plays with her athleticism there as that pass intercepted by Jessup goes out of bounds. Great defensive play stays with the Sabres.
I half expected her just to pull up from 3. Just immediately go after
She
it.
can do it all. I can't imagine why she hasn't tried that one yet. Not going to lie.
It's getting the team involved.
As the lie back swings it around. Hughes feeds down low to Bowie. Bowie's finish, no good. Some contact on the play, but no call. As now she hounds Northrop all the way down the court. Northrop, unperturbed, gets it back in the post. Backs down her defender before kicking to Nichols. Nichols from deep, no good. As we are under a minute to play now here in the 3rd quarter, Bulldogs lead by 4 points.
Wide open, no one there.
Hannah Shields from deep, no good, but the offensive rebound falls to De Lorenzo as she's going to reset the offense now. 37 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. Pass inside to Hughes. Hughes is going to pull it herself, and she's going to hit. Unbelievable athleticism there from the senior. Is there anything she cannot do at this point, boys?
It is very incredible. She has that step-back move there, but she can do it from all ranges right now.
No, I'm expecting her to dunk on this next possession. She's done everything else.
No, I will pay you $1 if that happens. Bulldogs now 10 seconds to go in the quarter, holding for the last shot. Northrop penetrates. Defense by Bowie, but the second person in, I believe that was Hughes, is going to pick up the foul from behind. It was indeed Hughes. Bulldogs not quite yet in the bonus, though. Substitution as Nicole Taylor checks back into the game. Wheeler takes a seat with 5 seconds to go here. Bulldogs still 4 seniors, this time a freshman into the game. Bulldogs have to move quickly, though. Northrop from deep. Long. Falling around. Wade gets it up before the buzzer. It is good. Didn't think there was any chance the Bulldogs should make anything happen with that little time, but Wade has the wherewithal to put it up and in right before the buzzer, and they will take a 4-point lead into the 4th quarter. We're going to send it to a quick word from our sponsors and give them a nice thank you that they deserve.
Jackson Quality Construction is a full-service construction company specializing in residential and commercial services. Serving Central Illinois for over 20 years, we have a proven passion for quality and take pride in our work. See for yourself at jacksonqualityconstruction.com.
Mahomet-Seymour alumni Jordan Rock on how high school students are important to Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
I think some important considerations in high school banking are how much money you're going to set aside for the future, because I remember getting my first paychecks, I just wanted to spend it all at once, and that's really not a good idea. So I think one of the important things is to figure out how you're going to save the money, and also setting some money aside to spend and have some fun with.
I'm Ryan Heiser. I work at Fisher National Bank in Mahomet. Please stop by and see us soon.
Stop by and meet Ryan and Jordan and the team of Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
And we return to play here with the Bulldogs up by 4, 36-32. And, Pal, what do you think the Sabres going to have to do here to come back?
Sabres, definitely just work through Hughes and do a really good job. Like, just not even use her just for scoring, just for getting attention away. Because anytime she has the ball, you see defenders shift over, and that just makes a lot of holes.
I was actually, you guys didn't see me, I was actually in the St. Thomas More huddle for that last break, and I heard the coach call the play. They're running the same play every possession. It's called pass it to Hughes.
Sounds like the LeBron James offense.
The rebound goes to Wade as she brings it up court. Eyeing Lakita Nichols, gets it to her.
Nichols with the head fake and the move, no good.
Nicole Taylor.
Taylor takes it from.
Oh.
We've got an injury down in the court. We're going to send you to a quick commercial break. Word from our sponsors. Don't go in.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.
Home. It's where families gather. Life's triumphs and challenges are shared, and lasting memories are made. Busey's here to help you achieve your dream of owning a home. Whether you're just starting out or upgrading to your dream home, Busey will guide you every step of the way. Because we know there's no place like home. Busey, your dream, our promise.
One company is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year. Sounds like a big number, doesn't it? Not to express employment professionals. Maybe you're an accountant looking for the right firm. Or you're looking for a job in engineering. Or work as an IT developer. Let us help. We'll open doors for you. Express is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed. You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I'm over here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
Hi, come see me, State Farm Agent Darwin Boston, and my team in downtown Mahomet.
We're back here in action. 7 minutes, 28 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Just a quick Bulldog TV policy. Whenever an injury occurs, we are not doctors, nor do we play ones on TV. It is not our job to speculate in any way what the injury may be or the severity. So whenever there's an injury, we're going to send it to a quick commercial break, come back as soon as possible. We hope both teams are playing at the full strength and to the best of their ability. We don't hope for any injuries for any players, and we hope Nakia Hughes is able to get back on the court as quickly as possible. As we pick up action, the Bulldogs lead by 6 points. It was a great steal and score there by Nicole Taylor there before our break. She's up to 4 points on the evening. Great showing by the freshman.
Yeah.
As you Bulldog TV regulars will know, Adam Von Holten here joining us in the booth. He's a Bulldog TV regular. As the foul is committed there, 2 shots for Bridget De Lorenzo.
Hello there, everyone. Hope you're having a great night. Sorry I could not be here. I had other plans. But hope it's a good game so far, and congrats to, well, thank you, Ben, for everything you've done.
Needless to say, Bulldog TV is in better hands. As De Lorenzo's first falls off the front
iron. Is that
iron.
really better hands?
Equal hands?
There we go.
It's not exactly a saying, but that's all right. De Lorenzo's first, no good. St. Thomas More struggling from the line here this evening, other than Hughes.
And the student section definitely getting it in here.
As that free throw is good. 1 of 2 from the line. Down to a 5-point game. 7 minutes to go here. Northrop advancing the ball quickly.
Yeah, and you can just see that student section continually to increase. That is outstanding to me. This is the largest crowd we've seen in quite a while.
To say it is standing room only is an understatement. They're all standing room only. Nobody has room to even budge in there. Great showing there by the Mahomet-Seymour faithful. If any of you out there listening, bring that to the next boys game. We could really use it. As the feed is inside to Nichols. Nichols up and good. 2 points for the senior. She is now in double digits. That is 3 Bulldogs in double digits for scoring. Kyle with 11, Nichols with 10, and Northrop with 15. Very even on the score sheet between the 3 of them.
It's been a pretty balanced offensive attack here.
Absolutely. They've done a great job. As Lieback from 3. She is lighting it up from out there. That is 12 points from the senior, all of them off of three-pointers. That was her 4th three-pointer hit. Unbelievable range. She is not going to hesitate to pull it at all. As Northrop to Kyle, just cannot finish, but great pass there to find the open player.
And with Hughes on the bench right now due to injury, I feel like these seniors are definitely going to have to step it up.
Looks like she's getting up.
Hughes, athletic trainer, speaking with the coach. We will monitor that situation closely, as obviously Hughes on the court impacts this game in a very big way. Lieback stifled by Nichols, and St. Thomas More going to call a timeout. This one will be a full timeout, which means we are going to send it to a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We got a great game on our hands.
Jackson Quality Construction is a full-service construction company specializing in residential and commercial services. Serving Central Illinois for over 20 years, we have a proven passion for quality and take pride in our work. See for yourself at jacksonqualityconstruction.com.
Mahomet-Seymour alumni Jordan Rock on how high school students are important to Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
I think some important considerations in high school banking are how much money you're going to set aside for the future, because I remember getting my first paychecks, I just wanted to spend it all at once, and that's really not a good idea. So I think one of the important things is to figure out how you're going to save the money, and also setting some money aside to spend and have some fun with.
I'm Ryan Heiser. I work at Fisher National Bank of Mahomet. Please stop by and see us soon.
Stop by and meet Ryan and Jordan and the team of Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.
The music is good here at Mahomet-Seymour Gymnasium. Bulldogs lead by 4 points. Just under 6 minutes to go here in this game. We've got a tight one on our hands. Bulldogs have their hands full tonight with the Sabres. But the Sabres' best player, Nakia Hughes, just went down with an injury. Still monitoring that situation. She is still on the bench. Bulldogs with Wade, Taylor, Nichols, Wheeler, and Northrop on the court. Abby Kyle taking a short breather, but we can definitely assume we'll see her soon as Lieback steps back on Nichols but cannot convert. Nichols a little unsteady there, but was able to pick herself up enough to cause the missed shot. As a charge now is called on Lakita Nichols. That's going to be her 3rd foul of the night. Only 5 minutes to go here in regulation, so hopefully that won't become a factor, but interesting call. And just like that, number 20, Nakia Hughes, back into the game for St. Thomas More. That impacts this one in a big way. Bulldogs had only about 2 minutes of Hughes free basketball, and now they're going to have their hands full once again, only with a 4-point lead. Right away, Hughes draws the double team, kicks out, Bowie for 3, and it is good. And she's impacting the game without even trying. We got a 1-point game on our hands.
Yeah, I mean, that's really something we talked about, her ability just to draw defenders over.
Yes, that's beautiful in and out passing by Hughes, and look for her to continue to make a impact for them with the final 4 minutes away.
Northrop drives. Wade with the beautiful back cut and converts. Great team play there from the Bulldogs. Wade's defender overcommitted. Wade went back door and found herself wide open. Great job by Northrop to recognize that. As Bowie feeling good. This shot not even close. Taylor with the rebound. Risky pass taken by Wade. Wade all the way down the court to the hoop. No good. Hughes with the rebound. Surprise, surprise. Brings it up the court. To the left side. No good on the shot, though. Ball kicked around, finally into the hands of Tatum DeVries as STM will set up their offense. 3-point game here, 4 minutes to go.
Hughes is asking for it down low, trying to get some real estate over there on the side of the court.
She takes it to the hoop with ease, but cannot finish. Bulldogs, a bit of a lucky break there as Hughes was uncontested.
3 straight rebounds by Nicole Taylor on the defensive side. That's that freshman presence that we were talking about.
Nichols bangs it in from deep.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And a quick timeout by Coach Seal.
She's heating up now. Just a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here, but Lakita Nichols said, don't worry, I'll bang myself. And the Bulldogs stretch it to a 6-point game, under 4 minutes to play. Coach Seal calls timeout, sets up his defense. Bulldogs with 4 team fouls in the half so far. St. Thomas More with 5, so pretty even. We're pretty close to shooting some free throws here on every foul. Definitely something to look out for. Bulldogs have been somewhat successful from the line so far tonight.
So, Ben, I have a question for you.
I've got an answer for you, Mr. Powell.
So, in the fourth quarter, as we talked about earlier, the Bulldogs only averaged 6.3 points. Do you think that's going to come to haunt them here?
I would sure hope not, but you are absolutely right. Bulldogs with by far their worst quarter, averaging 6.3 points. But I think Coach Seal's got this team so well coached that I don't think they're going to let it affect them too much tonight. I think they're going to put the ball into the hole just like they need to. But really, this game comes down to the defensive end. If they can get stops on defense, they really don't need to score another point. Obviously, you'd like to convert a couple free throws down the stretch, but right now the defensive end of the court is what Coach Seal is going to have his girls focusing on. They need the lockdown on these St. Thomas More Sabres, not give up any wide-open shots, kind of like this one.
Good ball movement by the Sabres. Good hustle by the Sabres as well.
Hughes diving out of bounds, just cannot save it, but you see she's removed with injuries just a couple minutes ago, and she's back in diving on the court for loose balls. That's the kind of heart you love to see in a player.
That's why she's going to play college ball.
She's going farther than I am, that's for sure. As Bulldogs looking to run some time off the clock now, certainly in no hurry to shoot. Wade kicks to Taylor. Definitely not much of an outside shooter. Outside shooters for the Bulldogs this evening, certainly Lakita Nichols and Kaylin Northrop, both with very unlimited range. As that one's going to go out of bounds off of Nichols, 2 players sprawling to the ground. They're going to say Bulldogs touched it last, which will bring the ball back to the Sabres. Hughes to inbound. And she will bring the ball up. Focal point of this offense.
Wants it alone over on the opposite side.
ISO.
Good ball movement by the Sabres once again. Looks like Lakita switched to Hughes after that timeout. Ashley Wheeler moves to 4, Lieback.
Bulldogs coming out in a man. They've been going 2-3 zone much of this game, but Coach Seal feels Nichols is the best chance to stop Hughes, and she definitely does there, influencing the shot, getting right in Hughes' face, and it is no good now. The clock takes down to about 2 minutes to go in this game. Bulldogs still leading by 6.
Nicole Taylor with another rebound on that side of the floor. Lakita Nichols trying to slow it down a little bit. Maddie Wade with the ball.
And this is where senior leadership definitely going to come into play. A lot of underclassmen, they get a wide open shot. They're likely going to take it. These Bulldog seniors know, wait for the good layup, wait for the good opportunities, just like that. Kaylin Northrop sneaking her way to the hole, fouled, going to the line.
And down by 6 here, it's key for the Sabres to get some stops on the defensive side. They can score all they want, but as long as Bulldog continue to get to the line and score baskets, it's not going to help them.
Northrop's first, up and good. I think the student section helped wheel that one into the basket, but we'll take it either way.
And that's that senior leadership you were just talking about. The experience that Kaylin Northam has at the varsity level definitely helped her there to make that free throw.
As Abby Kyle checking back into the game. She's been gone for quite a while with the 3 fouls, but with 2 minutes to go, Coach Seal feels it is time to put one final push in and put this game away. Bulldogs already up by 7 with 1 free throw to come. 2 minutes and 1 second to play.
Hey.
Northrop stretches it to 8. She's now got 17 points on the evening. Tonight's leading scorer. As Sabres need to go quickly. They need to get scores, and they need to get the ball back any way they can. And their recipes for scores is right there with Hughes. Quick bucket. Sabres call a full timeout, which means we get another look at our top-notch sponsors. You're not going to want to go anywhere.
You work hard, and you want to see your efforts pay off, literally, whether you're dreaming of retirement, growing your business, or leaving a legacy for future generations. At Busey, we help you realize the possibilities of tomorrow. We listen to your needs and goals to create a sound strategy for you and your family. Enjoy the achievements of your life and work. We'll handle the rest. Busey, your dream, our promise.
One company is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year. Sounds like a big number, doesn't it? Not to express employment professionals. Maybe you're a skilled welder, or you're an expert in logistics and distribution. We take pride in connecting the right people with the right company. Let us help. We'll open doors for you. Express is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year.
And we are back in the fourth quarter with 1:49 left. Bulldogs up by 6. Right after the timeout here, Ben, what do you think the Sabres are going to have to do here to put themselves in a chance to win?
Sabres definitely need to highlight Nakia Hughes. Of course, the 3-ball definitely usually is what teams would highlight at this point, but Hughes is definitely much more reliable than any of their 3-point shooters. Certainly Lieback has shown that she is not afraid to pull it. She is definitely more than able, but I think Hughes or Lieback are the two main options for the Sabres. But for the Bulldogs right now, they're in no hurry whatsoever, up by 6 points, down to 1.5 minutes to play. They don't need to shoot. No shot clock here in the high school game. But just like that, Nichols turns it over, traveling, and the Sabres are going to get the ball back. 1.5 minutes to play. Shields checks into the game. DeVries will take a seat. Bulldogs definitely need to lock up on Lieback and Hughes. Hughes inbounding. A little of a struggle there, but she gets it into Bowie. Wade guarding Lieback. Nichols guarding Hughes.
Good pass. Hughes with the ball at the top.
Brought up to the top of the key by Shields. Front cut by Lieback doesn't produce anything. Back cut by Bowie doesn't produce anything. Nichols switches on to number 5, Hannah Shields, and forces the turnover. Lakina Nichols making her presence felt just like that. Bulldogs getting it back. Huge turnover there by the Sabres. They cannot afford to have many more of those.
Down by 6 here. Sabres are really going to have to heat up the Bulldogs.
Substitution, Kayla Corner back into the game. We saw her in a little bit in the first half. Only a freshman, but getting key minutes here at the end of the game. That's a big step up for this freshman.
Definitely confidence in that freshman to put him her.
As Corner gives it to Northrop. Lots of leadership there.
And if I had to guess, I believe that 13 must be a very good free throw shooter to put her in this situation.
I would not be surprised at all. Corner definitely. We saw her play in this JV game. She was certainly finding all the right moves. But Nichols will be sent to the line. 7th foul for St. Thomas More, which means it only is a 1-and-1. As Wheeler will check in. Corner to the bench. A little bit of an offense-defense situation for Coach Seal. Same thing for the Sabres as Shields back into the game, and DeVries will take a seat.
1-and-1 here.
Lakita Nichols already with a great game. 13 points. Just cannot convert that one. But she gets her own rebound. Good work there by Abby Kyle. And it resets once again. Bulldogs looking to take some more time off the clock as Wheeler gives to Nichols. Coach Seal going to call a timeout as the Bulldogs almost turned that ball over. Full timeout, 44 seconds to go, 6-point game. We're going to send you to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you.
We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
Hi, come see me, State Farm Agent Darwin Boston, and my team in downtown Mahomet.
Jackson Quality Construction is a full-service construction company specializing in residential and commercial services. Serving Central Illinois for over 20 years, we have a proven passion for quality and take pride in our work. See for yourself at jacksonqualityconstruction.com.
Mahomet-Seymour alumni Jordan Rock on how high school students are important to Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
I think some important considerations in high school banking are how much money you're going to set aside for the future, because I remember getting my first paychecks, I just wanted to spend it all at once, and that's really not a good idea. So I think one of the important things is to figure out how you're going to save the money, and also setting some money aside to spend and have some fun with.
I'm Ryan Heiser. I work at Fisher National Bank in Mahomet. Please stop by and see us soon.
Stop by and meet Ryan and Jordan and the team of Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
Back in progress. Bulldogs leading by 6, 41 seconds to go. In the bonus, St. Thomas More going to look to send the Bulldogs to the line. That's freshman corner, dribbling up the court, and dribbles it right off her knee and out of bounds. That's a little inexperience at play there. Bulldogs definitely not going to like that. Wheeler going to check in for defense.
Coach Seal seems to be a little frustrated there. Wanted the foul, I believe.
As Hughes will inbound. Her inbound is to Lieback. St. Thomas More just like that with numbers. Lieback skips across court as Kyle hits it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sabres.
Extremely difficult pass there by Lieback.
Yeah, there are 30 seconds left in this game. Bulldogs have a 6-point lead.
Yeah, and down by 6, the Sabres are definitely going to have to show up here in these final 30 seconds. The focus has been around Hughes, but I think the Bulldogs have really shut her down in these final minutes.
It's Wheeler applying defensive pressure. The ball is swung around. Lieback gets it and is fouled.
Oh.
She hits the shot, but it does not count. Nonetheless, she's going to go to the line, shooting 1-1, needing to convert. Scratch that. Bulldogs not yet. That is only their 5th foul of the half. I was looking at the wrong team. St. Thomas More not even in the bonus yet. So this time Lieback gets the inbound pass as it rattles in and out. Almost falls, but Nichols able to pull it away. Smart play, pulls it out. The senior knows what to do there. Bulldogs working around the perimeter. Northrop is fouled with 7.4 seconds to go, but barring a catastrophic collapse, the Bulldogs are going to escape here with a home win.
Yeah, I mean, the Bulldogs have lost the last 6 games. This is a pretty important win for them.
Absolutely. Stopping a skid is always a satisfying feeling. Bulldogs coming out with a great performance on the home court tonight in front of the massive crowd. Northrop looking to hit a couple free throws to ice it. First one is good. Brings her to 18 points on the night. Ainsley Jessup into the game for the Bulldogs. Wheeler going to take a seat. So the Bulldogs going to end this game with an all-senior lineup. That is 5 seniors on the court for the Bulldogs. Northrop's second free throw, good. 19 points on the evening. 7.4 seconds. Lieback gets it back to Bowie. Bowie down the court. 2 seconds. 1 second. They're not even going to get a shot off. And that is your final score, ladies and gentlemen. 49-41. The Bulldogs win. We're going to send you to a quick commercial break, and then we will be back with some of our post-game thoughts. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, and we will be right back.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
One company is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year. Sounds like a big number, doesn't it? Not to express employment professionals. Maybe you're looking for administrative work, perhaps an executive assistant. Or maybe you'd like crunching numbers in accounting.
Or the greater you invest in
Or a new role in customer service. Let us help. We'll open doors for you. Express is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year.
So the Bulldogs pull it out on the home court, 49-41, your final score. Great game all around for the Bulldogs. Dawson, what did you see tonight that really was the difference maker for the Bulldogs?
Well, I think it came up big in the fourth quarter, really putting a lot of defensive pressure on Hughes. Definitely a problem girl, Hughes, the entire night, but really was able to shut her down at the end.
Noah, what did you see that the Bulldogs did that really set them apart tonight?
I just think in the second half their defense got a lot better, looked a lot more connected, and they just started playing a lot smarter. Like at the end when you saw Lakita doing the wraparound instead of just putting up the basket, just wasting that clock. A lot of plays just keeping the ball moving.
Absolutely great senior leadership shown tonight for the Bulldogs. That's going to do it for all of us here at Bulldog TV. Again, bad weather coming this weekend. Please, everyone, stay safe out there. And from all of us here at Bulldog TV, thank you for tuning in and have a great night.